We opened an antique store, but it had to be family friendly, where we could work and still have fun. Sometimes you have to climb a mountain or open some new doors to find the treasures inside. This is our life, this is our adventure, this is Curiosity Inc.
So I just got a call from a fellow who has a whole bunch of vintage slot car sets from the 70s and 80s. These can be really collectible. Now, I don't know how many sets he has, but I'm taking the ambulance just so I know I've got room. So I'm gonna head on out and see what this guy's got. Hopefully there's gonna be some cool stuff that we can pick up and load up in the car. So off I go, and yeah, we'll see what this guy has.
Back in the 1960s and 70s, slot car racing was a huge fad. If you had one of these sets in your area, you were probably the cool kid on the block. So I'm going to head out to this fellow's house and see if I can come up with some really cool vintage race cars and bring them back to the shop.
Well, this place was completely packed. You're not going to believe. I was actually able to fill up the entire ambulance full of old slot car sets. I've never actually had this vehicle full before because it's like 9 feet in there, but have a look. This thing is packed. And that's all vintage slot cars, old arcade games, all kinds of stuff. Well, have a look. Let me show you what I got. So there's everything in here from vintage basketball, horse racing games, football games, hockey games, slot car sets. This is a Bobby Orr hockey game. There's also Space Odyssey arcade game. It's the type you'd sit at like at a pizza place or restaurant back in the 70s or 80s. But look, this vehicle is packed. So I'm gonna have to unload all this stuff here today. It's probably gonna take me all day to get this done, but tons of great stuff. Drawer after drawer after drawer of vintage slot car stuff, and yeah, I'm just going through making sure that there's the right amount of track and right amount of pieces in each set. So there's a lot of cool stuff in here, a lot of cool sets, and my vehicle is still full, so it's gonna take me like all day to get through this stuff. This is a cool set, the Custom Van HO Road Race set, and it looks like you could get the little A-Team kind of looking van and win a raffle to win a little pedal van. I wonder what happened to those. Like, I wonder who out there has an Aurora AFX minivan. That'd be pretty neat.
Altogether, it was a massive haul of slot car sets, and these are the good ones too, so I was really happy. But it wasn't just race car sets I got too. I got this really cool vintage Star Wars Darth Vader lamp, circa 1977. I got a couple really neat vintage hockey games, and these are early ones too. You just don't see the early 70s stuff too often. And as I started to dig through, some of these old games had never been used. Like this basketball game was still in brand new condition, and a lot of the pieces were still in their original packaging. So a really great find.
So it did. It took me all day. You wouldn't think a person would get worn out from sorting slot car sets. Like, you know, it's not a real job like a construction worker or being outside or something, but I'm actually worn out. It was a long day of sorting all this stuff. As you can see above my head, just right up there, there's 26 sets total that I got, plus a whole bunch of cars and track and everything. So just piles of this stuff. So thankfully it's sorted, and now I can just worry about pricing it and selling it. So yeah, another adventure. I never know what I'm going to come across. I mean, it was cool to get the old Bobby Orr hockey game and the old football games too. So you never know what you're going to find when you go in somebody's garage. Sometimes it's going to be race car sets. Other times it'll be, you know, who knows what. So thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you like these little videos. If you do, make sure to subscribe. We've got lots of other videos too. You can also check us out on Instagram and Facebook as well. But thanks again, and you guys have a great night. We'll see you soon, and bye for now.